Hello everyone, I am Prajakta Jadhav. I am here with Team Phoenix. So, member of Team Phoenix are going to represent and talk about their topic for 2 minutes. So, let's proceed further with Team Phoenix. First, I would like to call Nikhil Nadode for his talk.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nikhil Nalavde. Today, I am going to talk about stock market investment or gambling. First of all, what is the concept of stock market? Stock market is a place where companies can raise their capital by diluting their ownership, and investors get a chance to become a fractional owner of that company by investing in the equity of that company. The fluctuation of the price in the stock is because of the demand and supply on that trading day. Stock market is the best place for making wealth while investing because everyone cannot able to run a multinational business, but stock market gives us this opportunity to becoming a part of growth of that company and that country. Everyone in working everyone working in that company, from the labor to the CEO of that company, is working for the profit of investors. That's why investing is the best to making wealth. Next, stock market as a gambling. Yes, there are many ways to gamble in the stock market. The financial term for gambling is trading. Trading is a very risky business. It is a zero-sum game. That means if one have to make money while trading, that means other must have to lose. According to the data, only less than 1% of the people are making money while trading. That means the 99% of the people are losing their capital. Trading is a game of probability and game of chance. But my opinion is that 99% of the people losing their capital, that means 1% of the people are making huge profit from the trading. At last, my opinion is stock market is trading as well as investing. Thank you for listening me carefully.
Thank you, Nikhil, for your great talk about stock marketing. Now, I would like to call Amruta Kumar for her talk.
Thank you so much, Prajakta. So, before I start, let me ask you one simple question. How many of you check your phones as the first thing when you wake up in the morning? Most of us, right? But apparently, for majority of us, the last thing we do before we go to sleep is also check our phones and particularly check social media. But not only all of us, but the survey shows that the 77% of the people between the age group of 18 to 25 check out their phones whenever they get free times. That's why today I'm going to talk about a very important topic, that is social media, impact on human behavior and society. Social media has changed not only our power of thinking but also our behavior and social conducts as well. Today, social media has created new style of communication for all of us, and it made huge impact on our everyday lives. Recently, during the time of lockdown, all the peoples are very sad or unhappy because of all the corona pandemic situation. But because of the social media, they were able to connect with their friends, family, and were able to collect some happy moments, which is because of the social media. That's why social media have positive impact on our society. Social media also allows the people to explore a lot of new things, and it became and to become actively involved with all the activities with even social media given the voice to the minorities and vulnerable sections as well. That's why social media is playing very important role in our everyday lives. Though social media has so many positive sides, on the other sides, social media have a lot of negative aspects as well. Today, because of the social media, face-to-face interactions, which is very important for communications and personality development, have been completely removed from our everyday lives. Because of the social media, we are constantly comparing our lives with the life of other people's, and because of that, we are constantly feeling unhappy or unsatisfied with our current situations, which is leading to which is causing depression, and in some cases anxiety as well. Some people are doing suicides because of their sadness also, which is very bad thing for our society and for young generation. Because of the social media, the problems which are like privacy, security, trolling, and gossiping are very increased, which is having very negative impact on our society. That's why it is very important for us to use social media very carefully. Albert Einstein once said, I fear the day that technology will surpass human interaction. The world will have generation of idiots. And to avoid that, it is our duty to use social media very wisely and in a very particular way, so that we can make best out of it. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thank you, Amruta, to pointing the both negative and positive facts about social media. Now, I would like to call Chetan Wagware for his talk.
Thank you, Prajakta. Hello, everyone. My name is Chetan Wagmare, and my topic is trending technologies. So, I would like to start my topic with one quote of Daniel Bell, who was a leading American intellectual. So, he quoted that technology, like art, is a soaring exercise of human imagination. So, we can say that there are n number of opportunities in this field of technology because human imaginations are endless. So, talking about the current day technologies, AI, ML, quantum computing, RPS, that is robotic process automation, 5G technology, blockchain are some of the trending technologies. So we'll see some of these technology trends one by one, and we'll go through some of the key features of them along with their future scope. So first and one of the most trending field is artificial intelligence. AI has already received a lot of buzz in the past decade, but it continues to be one of the new tech trend because of its notable effects, superiority in image and speaker recognition, personal assistant in smartphones, and many more. So according to tech analysts, AI market will grow to a massive that is 190 billion US dollars industry by 2025, with global spending on cognitive and AI systems reaching over 57 billion US dollars in 22 itself. So it will be going to a huge industry. Further moving to machine learning, which is subset of AI, is also being deployed in all kind of industries, creating a huge demand for skilled professionals. Like AI and ML, RPA, that is robotic process automation, is another technology which is automating the jobs. In simple words, RPA automates the repetitive tasks that people used to do, like dealing with the data, processing transactions, and replying to the mails. So next trend in the current technology world is edge computing. It is a distributed computing framework that brings enterprise application closer to the services like IoT devices and local edge servers. So definitely edge computing will provide us a huge tool to manage the distribution of software at massive scale along with addressing security concerns. So along with these tech trends, there are many more tech trends such as 5G technology, which will cover up to 40% of world by 2025, along with the handling 25% of all mobile data. Beside this, blockchain is also an emerging technology to record information in a way that it is difficult to hack or cheat with the system. Another promising and evergreen technology is cybersecurity because it will constantly evolve to defend our system against the malicious attacks, which itself are evolving very rapidly. So, if we summarize our discussion, we can conclude that the world is on cusp of revolutionizing many sectors such as finance, healthcare, national security, transportation, smart cities, and many more through the technologies like artificial intelligence, data analytics, IoT, quantum computing, 5G, and through the similar technologies like this. So, and in my opinion, these technologies are key to the new era of human civilization, and we should use them properly for well-being of this world. So, with this, thank you all.
Thank you, Chetan, for your knowledgeable information about technologies. Now, I would like to call Arpita Dake for her talk.
So, yes, COVID 19. COVID 19 hit us without warning, and what started out in December 2019 as an outbreak in the city of Wuhan, China, and sparingly spread in all over world. And World Health Organization had declared a pandemic on 11th March 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic changed life as we all know it. And it may have changed individually as well, from our morning routines to our life goals and our priorities also. At that point, what we learned from COVID-19 pandemic, and there are some silver linings or lessons that we learn. So I'm Arpita Dake from TY Electricals. So that's why the topic I have chosen, lessons forward from COVID-19 pandemic. So I'm gonna tell you some lessons that we learned from COVID-19 pandemic. First, immediate action helps. Countries like Slovenia, Jordan, Ireland, Vietnam, they have able to take successfully control on pandemic because they have taken action on time and immediately. Then moving to the next, hygiene is necessary. The most important factor is hygiene. We are being directed to wear masks, keep a distance, wash our hands regularly, at least for 20 seconds, uh, use sanitizer, cover our mouth, and while coughing and more. The basic hygiene protocols can eliminate the risk being infected by the virus. Moving to the next, less focus on work and more focus on family. In this pandemic, work from home became a blessing. People become more efficient as they were in their comfort zone, increasing their efficiency. In this pandemic, many people saw lockdown as a golden opportunity to reconnect with their family, and they spend their more time with their family. So next is, we need to take mental health and physical health seriously. In this pandemic, the number of mental health disorders that were in rise before. So because of jobless, someone who lost loved one in due to COVID. So because of that, they get in depression, anxiety. So that's why we need to focus on our mental and physical health also. So last but not least, community is essential and technology is too. People who were the part of community during the pandemic and realized the importance of human connection, and those who didn't have that kind of support, they realized the need of it. So here we discuss few lessons that we learned from COVID-19 pandemic. There are so many lessons we learn from it. So thank you.
Thank you, Arpita, to tell some lessons about COVID-19 pandemic. Now, I would like to call Ruturaj Shinde for his talk.
Thank you, Prajakta. Hello, everyone. My name is Ruturaj, and today I am going to discuss the topic fake news and its effects. We all know that media is considered as the fourth pillar of our democracy. Back in the days before few years, media was just limited up to news channels, newspapers, and radios. But it's not like that today. Today, everyone among us are having access to internet and mobile phones. That is why we can share anything. But unfortunately, because of this, the cases of fake news have been increasing. Now, here's the problem with the fake news is that many of the people know what fake news is, but they cannot differentiate easily between fake news and the actual truth. Now, according to me, I think the spread of fake news is also a major issue. Now let me explain you why. Uh, people are firstly, people are misinformed with the misinformation because of this, and secondly, it also creates an image to look like many of the people around us are having the same opinion on same fact to looking it more like the truth. So, considering all these factors, it is a big, we can say that fake news is a big issue that needs to be tackled. Finally, before concluding, I would like to say that it is our duty to verify the news and its supporting factors before believing and sharing anything. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruturaj, for your pointing the real facts about fake news. Now, I would like to call Vishaka Jadhav for her talk.
Um, Thank you, Prajakta. Hello, everyone. My name is Vishakha Jadhav, and today I'm going to talk about, is India really ready for electric vehicles? As we know, with alarming pollution in India and increased petrol and diesel prices, switching to electric vehicles or EVs are no longer an option. It's a necessity for India. We need cleaner air, and EV is the solution. But is India really ready for electric vehicles? What are the challenges, and where do we stand in EV industry today? Indian roads are currently dominated by petrol and diesel cars and bikes. but only 1% of vehicles are electric in India, out of which 90% of the vehicles are low-speed electric vehicles. But Indian government and manufacturers are ambitious. World-leading electric cars manufacturer company Tesla is also planning to launch its electric cars in India soon. Other serious players like Tata, Hyundai, and dozens of Indian startups have already launched their electric cars and bikes in our country. But since the EVs are low maintenance, they are quite expensive. So besides the higher prices, there are other challenges as well as in Indian EV industry. The biggest challenge is charging infrastructure. Electric vehicles needs to be charged, so we would need charging stations on highways in cities, just like petrol and gas stations. Another crucial challenge is range anxiety. Buyers are often worried that are electric vehicles capable enough to travel long distances before the battery runs out due to the lack of charging station. The range won't be sufficient unlike the conventional vehicles. Though the market in India has given tepid response, but it exists immense opportunity for growth of electric vehicles in India. It is clear that EV are set to transform global road transport and India will be the colossal market for deployment. It is both logical and necessary that India also seek to become a manufacturing hub that can contribute to both EV value chain and battery recycling. That's it from myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Vishaka, to tell how important EV vehicles for us. Now, I would like to call Shraddha Pawar for her talk.
Thank you, Prajakta. Hello, everyone. As we know that India is trying to make all services digitally. So today I'm talking on a topic Digital India opportunities and challenges. So what is Digital India? Digital India is a campaign launched by Government of India. So government services are made available to citizens electronically. And this topic is achieved by improving online infrastructure and by increasing internet connectivity or making the country digitally empowered in the field of technology. So Digital India schemes includes plans to connect the rural areas with high-speed internet networks and improve digital literacy. So under Digital India program, some key initiatives are as first is broadband highways, second one is universal access to mobile connectivity. The aim is to increase network penetration and to provide mobile connectivity. Third one is public internet access program. Fourth is e-governance. IT sector delivers government services more effectively. Next is e-Kranti. The aim is electronic delivery of services to people like education, health, and justice. Next is yearly harvesting programs. Government plans have installed Wi-Fi facilities. All books are converted into e-books. Biometric attendance system is installed in all central government offices where recording of attendance will be made online. But Digital India has facing so many challenges, and some of them are first is high level of digital illiteracy is the biggest or highest challenge faced by Digital India. And next is there is a wide digital divide between urban and rural areas, and till now funds have not been deployed effectively to meet the cost of infrastructure creation in rural areas. Third is making Digital India scheme known and creating awareness among common masses about its benefits is also a biggest challenge for the Digital India. The private participation in government projects in India is also poor, and also India has a different languages like their culture according to their culture. So it's difficulty to available of digital services in local languages is a great barrier in digital literacy. And the biggest challenge faced is slow and delayed infrastructure deployment. So these are the challenges faced by Digital India, but our India has accepted so many challenge and it is try to make a Digital India. So that's all about Digital India. Thank you.
Thank you, Shraddha, for your information about Digital India. Now, I would like to call Faizan Mirza for his talk.
Thank you, Prajakta. Hello everyone, my name is Faizan Mirza.
We all use digital platforms, so it is necessary to understand digital privacy. And today my topic is digital privacy. So, what is digital privacy? Digital privacy means the protection of the personal information of individuals who use digital mediums such as apps and websites, etc. In the digital age, you typically apply the concept of data privacy to critical personal information, also known as personal identifiable information and personal health information, uh, which include social security numbers, health and medical records, financial data, including bank credit card numbers, even basic but still sensitive information like names, addresses, and birth dates. Data privacy relates to how a piece of information or data should be handled based on its relative importance. For example, you likely wouldn't mind sharing your name with a stranger while introducing yourself, but there is another some information you wouldn't share until you become acquainted with that person. We provide our personal information to the apps and websites for their services. We give our email, phone number, name, and address in shopping apps, food delivery apps, and in some other apps also. So we are all vulnerable to the theft of our personal information. In general, personal information is used to target us for advertisements. All the information is provided by us is stored on their servers. Hence, some hackers can also take its access by illegal way. As a result, we have heard many times till now that XYZ person's account got hacked or personal information is leaked. In the recent case, where a researcher linked to a political consulting firm known as Cambridge Analytica had accessed 50 million Facebook users. The data was shared with Cambridge Analytica, which used online data to reach voters on social media with personalized messages and swayed 2016 US elections. Data theft can lead to users becoming victims of cybercrimes and cyberbullying. It is a serious issue and companies should invest more in protecting users from data breaches. I think every user has right of his privacy, and that is why users should have complete control over how their personal data is handled. And I think there should be strict punishment for violations. And thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Faizan, for your great talk about privacy. Now, I would like to call Ruturaj Jadhav for his talk.
Thank you, Prajakta. My topic is India ready for 5G? Myself, Ruturaj Jadhav. Ericsson, a leading 5G network provider company, recently said that India is completely ready for 5G. And Mukesh Ambani, the chairman of Reliance Industries, promised that they will bring the 5G technology in upcoming years, which will support faster mobile connectivity. Let us first discuss what is 5G technology, features of it, and is India ready for 5G? 5G is the latest generation of cellular mobile communication. It flourishes the 4G, 2G, and 3G systems. Like the earlier generation, the 5G network is digital cellular network which provides the fast, high-speed level of performance with an increased data rate of about 1 Gbps and fulfills the demand of massive connections by high spectrum efficiency, high capacity, and low latency. Let us see what is the features of 5G. 5G. First, large bandwidth. To meet the capacity of needs, 5G has increased the bandwidth which allows users to go for it without crowding with another users. Second, low latency. Latency means the gap between the sender and receiver. Due to low latency, 5G is now looking to close the gap between action and response. Wide connections. 5G has massive MIMO, multiple input, multiple output antennas that have multiple connections to send and receive data simultaneously. Benefit is that more people can connect to the network at a time. Now the important question is India ready for 5G? India, a smartphone market, is undergoing a tremendous transition, which is like to grow with high-speed internet. Transition from 2G to 3G, 3G to 4G has made our country technically smarter. In this growing market, today's era is full of network and connectivity. The generation of network reflects the generation of country. All the leading countries are adopting the 5G technology, bringing in this competitive market because technology affects all aspects of life. And the Indian government has already announced that Indian network will be 5G enabled at the end of 2024. However, it has a lot of challenges, such as bringing 5G network in India is the ultimate challenge itself for India. Leading countries like USA and China is already testing their 5G networks, while we are just glad that we are introduced to 4G networks. A 4G network is not promising in many regions. The 4G network speed is not what it should be, so Indian infrastructure is somewhat lacking for this technology. Another concern for Indian market is that Indian telecom companies are under huge debt, such as Vodafone and Idea. Some market leaders are undergoing huge debt. They are not in position to adopt this new challenge, this new technology. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruturaj, for your knowledgeable information about 5G technology. Now, I would like to call Rutuja Palse for her talk.
Thank you, Prajakta. Hello, everyone. My name is Rutuja Perse, and I'm going to deliver my speech on a topic work from home, pros and cons. It has been said that today's dreams will be the reality of future. But as technology is improving day by day, now we are in a position to say as today's dreams will be the reality of tomorrow. And work from home is a perfect example to it. A few years back, we were just thinking of the concept, but today we all are living it. And as lockdown is started, we all are introduced with this concept. And during this phase, this concept is actually very helpful. Along with this, there are many more advantages of the concept, as it really helps us killing two birds with a single stone. That is, traveling charges and travel time to and from the office is reduced, and we can spend more time with our family. It is actually boon for those women who have to leave their job for the sake of their family and children. But now they can easily return for their jobs while taking care of their family. And the most importantly, now we can get job in any company, irrespective of where the company is situated. Along with employees, employer and companies are also getting a huge benefit of this, as they have to spend less for their office maintenance, and their productivity rate is also increased because employees may not ask for much leaves now. But as every coin has two sides, every situation has some positive and some negative impact. Similarly, this situation does have some disadvantages over its advantage. The first one is, I hope all of us believes the fact that for happy and peaceful life, we should draw a clear line between our personal and professional life. But now, while adopting new culture, this line is now faded, and we are not. And this may cause frustration and anxiety for most of the employees, and its impact is seen in their personal life. While working from home, teamwork is a bit difficult. And since work from home is started, we are using different applications and software for our official meetings, and all the office related data is circulated through emails, WhatsApp, and using different social media. So securing this data from hackers is also a challenge in front of companies as well as for employees. And the great philosopher Aristotle defined human being as a social animal. But while adopting new culture, we have actually isolated ourselves from a huge society, which may hamper our social and interpersonal skills. So, at last, while winding up my speech, I'll conclude it as though the work from home concept is very comfortable for most of the people and it's beneficial for most of them, but it has some disadvantages. But if company and its employee take some step to limit this, to overcome this limitation, then in coming time, this concept will be very useful for all of us. So with this, I'll stop here. Thank you.
Thank you, Rutuja, for your opinion about work from home concept. Now, I would like to thank every member of Team Phoenix for their great participation in Page Porter's second activity. I hope every member information would help others also. So I would like to conclude this session. Thank you.